you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit at all times. You guys do not want to miss out for any of these updates, these crypto comebacks, the bounce that's happening right now. You guys definitely don't want to miss out for that. So definitely keep that bell notification lit. We're going to be talking about BTC, this kind of bounce that's going on. It's exactly at some prices that we talked about. So it's very crucial that we pull up really strong. So if you guys can get your favorite communities in here, whether it's the FEG token community, whether it's the XPX community, the CC dog community, if it's that, can do community, can do Sendu, get them in here as well, man. We got a lot of great things. And this is why when the market corrects, we don't get shaken out of our favorite plays, because you're seeing the market start to come right back to life right away. We're even seeing one of the plays that I've been talking to you guys recently about. And this is one that I found through that TG. I need you guys in there. It's my Telegram through BYDFi. And I'm doing a lot of giveaways on there. But CFX has been one that we've been talking about nonstop. And go figure, it's on top trending coins on CoinMarketCap. If you guys do not want to miss out on top trending coins, if you guys don't want to miss out on some of the giveaways that we got going on almost every single week, we got these giveaways going on. It's over here on BYDFi. I'm going to give you guys this referral link. It is crucial. And as you guys can see, we still got CFX pulled up over here on this one right here. I've been telling you guys about this one for weeks already. I think about a week and a half now, but this is one that I want you guys to keep your eye on because it is printing. It has good liquidity, it has good volume. This is something that you guys can find if you come over here and register with this referral link right here. Make sure you guys register with this referral link. Once you register, you're going to get a UID number, which this UID number is going to give you access to this Telegram right here, which is also down in the description below. But this is how you're not going to miss out, excuse me, on any scalp plays, on any swing plays, on any long plays, on any short plays. This is all happening in this TG right now for free. And as you guys can see, this has been one that we've been talking about for a while. CFX, you guys know, if you guys have been pulling up to the channel, it's even pulled up right here. And now you come over here to top trending coins on CoinMarketCap. These are one of the top ones. So if you don't want to go through the trouble of trying to find which one's going to be the next hitter, which one's going to be the next banger, whatnot like that, go and join that Telegram. It's for free, and you will be able to find these plays just like I've been finding them. So I don't want you guys to miss out on these right here. This is BYDFi. This is the exchange side, so you guys can come over here. You guys can go up to 200x leverage on BTC. You guys also can come over here to MoonX. This side on MoonX is super bullish for all you guys that want to trade on Pump Fund, for all you guys that want to trade those that are coming out on 4.meme, the Bonk bot. All of these new listings are happening right now on the MoonX part of BYDFi. You guys can handle all that trading in one spot, which is extremely bullish because we know that meme coins are part of the space no matter what. If you ever doubted it, I mean, here are the days where there's a whole section on a major exchange that has it designed specifically for the Pump Fund tokens and also the 4.meme as well. I remember when that launchpad first came out, I already knew what was going to happen. And this is what you guys have right now. You guys got these coins trending on, the 4.memes. You got the Bonk ones trending. These are the ones trending on, the BSC side. It's interesting to see some Solana plays over here. It's supposed to be BSC. Come over here to this side. Here goes all your 444, all these new coins that are launching right off of 4.meme and whatnot like that. So the fact that that is just already integrated right into BYDFi makes it very easy for you guys, whether you're trading futures, whether you're trading spot, whether you want to trade meme coins. You guys can do that under one umbrella, which is extremely bullish if you guys ask me. So that is BYDFi.com. I do got the referral links down in the description down below. There are a ton of rewards right now that you guys can also earn, not only, and also not counting what's on top of the giveaways that we're constantly doing for those who register under that referral link and join that Telegram, where you would have caught this play that is now trending on top CMC and not chasing it, but you would have already had your position in. You would have been seeing this happening. You would have seen this pumping up already, and you would have been a part of this kind of pump that's going on right now. So definitely tune in for this right now. I see everybody pulling up. Much love, much respect to everybody. It's kind of cool to see this bounce happening. We're gonna get right into BTC. If you guys can get everybody in here, it'd be greatly appreciated. But we're gonna keep the CFX pulled up over here. It's one that I've been trading long, short. I mean, look at this pump up right now, just from right here. It's so much fun. You know, when these downtrends are over like this, and you see this break over all these moving averages, and it rolls over, and it turns into a runner, and you got 21x leverage on the thing, and it moves up like that, you're like, okay, let's go, right? And if you guys want to have some of those mornings, some of those evenings, for sure, like I'm telling you right now, it is absolutely free to hit some of those links that are down below in my description. Sign up, because this thing's trending now, and now everybody else is going to be talking about it when you guys could have already been positioned. And you know, when the markets were fearful, it was time to be greedy. We're seeing that once again happen right before our eyes. We're going to get into BTC right now. I appreciate you guys sharing the link. Share this on your TikTok. Share this on your Discord right now. Get everybody up in here right now. We got a really cool show for everybody. And it's nice to come off of that, you know, scary day and everybody kind of being scared in the market and coming off the rope swinging, right? Because that's how it feels like crypto's coming off the rope swinging. And speaking of coming off the ropes, when we come over here on the daily chart, long and behold, this is why we have to zoom out a lot of times, because a lot of that knee-jerk reaction was honestly the first the first correction after hitting an all-time high. Like, we have to be able to handle this. We cannot let we got to educate the new people and not let them, you know, buy into their, you know, when they're new, they feel like that's it, it's all over. But that is a very nice solid green candle on that BTC that we've been talking about for a while. It's not exactly where that green arrow is at, fam, but come on now. I mean, what? How are we doing that? I'm not a guru. That's not what's going on. It's that price likes to come back to where it was at before. This prior resistance was something that we highlighted, right? And we're like, hey, you know, we just hit an all-time high. It could definitely come back to this price. We can handle that pullback. We can handle a correction. And that's exactly what we had right here. This prior resistance, boom, 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 all these arrows. And then we were talking about where it was trying to hold on to right here. But we even said, if it broke past the previous way's low, you can bet your butts that we're going to put a green arrow right here. And yeah, it's not spot on. It's never going to be picture perfect, because this is cryptocurrency and nobody has a crystal ball. But nonetheless, this is prior resistance giving an opportunity. That doesn't mean that it's automatically going to hold on to that, right? Because we're going to add some indicators to kind of give us an idea of what's actually going on, because there's still some work to do on the table, right? But it is nice to see it come down exactly to that 50 moving average and bounce right off of it after just hitting an all-time high. It's a correction. So let's add some indicators. Right now we have currently the 50 moving average, and we have the volume profile over here, which was something that was giving us that, hey, it's most likely going to break past the previous way's low, because we had this gap right here, right? And that gap, of course, was matching up to these previous, you know, all-time highs, right? So that's kind of like how we're doing this. Now let's add some indicators and see if we're out of the woods. So currently not out of the woods completely yet, right? We're not seeing where we got a buy signal and the thing has completely turned around. But this is where we start to add some of this multi-time frame analysis to really get a clear vision of what's going on the chart, right? I know there's going to be a lot of news. There's going to be a lot of panic and spaces. But we're here to just see what the chart is telling us. If it's telling us it's going to go down, then we'll talk about it going down. That's how we got to have this silly little arrow right here that, you know, days ago, this arrow looked at pretty silly, right? But now it's looking to be a bit validated. And not saying that it will stay validated. I'm also well aware that it can actually fail this 50 moving average and come down into some lower prices. That's what we're going to look at as time develops, as the markets continue to push. So what we have right now on the 4-hour chart, I mean, right, look at this. We have this on the 4-hour chart. Definitely broke under the lower value range, but really trying to come down to like we talked about. And let's just move this out the way for a second. But if you look, these tops right here, these tops are exactly where we landed, fam. Like this horizontal line is not perfectly spot on where I placed it. But if you look right here, we place this cross over here, and then you look at where we landed, look at this top and look at to the right of the screen. Exactly where this top is at is exactly where we landed right here on this side. That's that prior resistance becoming future support. Now, it's not always going to be picture perfect. We're going to slap these things on here because, we could definitely see this also be touched as well. But right now, 4 hour chart, we're underneath the 50 moving average. We already did this pullback. Is it done pulling back, right? Here goes this blunt house indicator. We do got a buy signal. Obviously, I would like to see it get above there, but this is where we add some more because it lets you know that we got some work to do, right? We just broke underneath the 200. So we could be doing 1, 2, and then turning this thing around, a little bit more shaking around. But that's what we're going to pay attention to. But as of right now, we do have a solid buy signal on the 4 hour chart. And when you zoom out, like I've been asking everybody to do, this is why you have to like be careful with these knee jerk reactions and then with news that matches up at the same time, because you have to almost give this natural correction space to happen. We just hit 123K Bitcoin. This is the first pullback that we have to touch the 50 moving average. If this thing turns green and the buy signal comes back on because all the lower time frames start to push it in the right direction, you're going to see how time and time again, these first corrections, people like to overreact right away. It can't stay at 123 nonstop. It has to breathe a little bit, right? You can't take a breath in nonstop. You got to blow out a little bit, right? So this is Bitcoin doing a bounce. That's why this is the crypto bounce episode, right? Make it bounce, fam, because it's bouncing right off the 50 moving average, and that's looking really good. But we still on the higher time frames do not have a buy signal. We'll keep an eye on that. 4 hour chart is promising, seeing this, coming right up to that 200 moving average. But, sometimes those first attempts, they do fail. So maybe it could be a case of the first mouse gets to squeeze, second one gets to squeeze, and then we turn it right back around. We'll keep an eye on these prices right here. Still on the board is that 110 BTC. If it can break above that 113, really that 115, that round number, we could see BTC trying to come back up to this 118, which is where this point of control is at, and it acts like a magnet to draw a price up there. So definitely keep an eye on these prices right here because they're going to be crucial. Obviously, if we lost 110, we'll probably see a little bit lower. But on the flip side is if we can get back over 115, we'll start going towards that, upward direction that we love to see on the chart. Let's go on and keep it moving. We're right here on Ethereum already. So let's start off right here. Ethereum still with a nice solid sell signal, right? And we talked about this shelf right here, this 3,300. And we also talked about it because it kind of always has a delay, right? That's how we were able to talk about ETH at, down here at $1,800 because we already seen BTC breaking over the 50 moving average. So we knew that ETH would slowly follow. And sometimes we're going to see ETH through this. Not always going to be 100%. This is not a perfect way to look at it because sometimes things have a mind of their own. But we could possibly see this, ETH continue and even come a little bit lower into this gap, possibly coming into this upper valley range and coming right around where this 50 moving average is at, right? This is a nice run up, nice little correction. Where is it going to touch this 50 moving average should be the question. It should be, if it's in this gap, the thing is it could definitely fly by the 50 moving average and possibly come right to this upper valley range where this 200 moving average is most likely going to be sitting. So 3K on the board for ETH. Let's see if it can hold on to that 3K. Otherwise, it definitely will flirt with some of this 2,500 and a half Ethereum, right? Everything's just bouncing right back off of this, pullback that it just had, this little correction. Here you guys go on the 4 hour chart with ETH. You can see the break over the underneath the 50 and now bouncing right off that 200 moving average. Headed right back towards the point of control. So that point of control will be exactly where that 50 moving average is at. Most likely they'll time each other just right. And if it can break that and the market gets hot again, then we see ETH coming back up to that 38, 39, possibly going up to 4K. But if it lost this 200 moving average, this is where we have these lower prices on ETH coming down to 3,100, possibly even 3K on Ethereum. Nothing to be concerned about, more as a opportunity for you guys to snatch up another bag on some of these. XRP has been a perfect example of, not letting the market shake you and take advantage of the dips, right? We honestly talked about this right here on the 4 hour chart specifically, but we'll start right here on the daily chart with XRP. We'll take some of this off just to clean it up just a bit. But I think your guys' eyes are starting to get adjusted to this. But here we go. This is that first attempt to touch the 50 moving average right here. And that's where we see that on the daily chart, we still have a sell signal. So if you would have been up here and you would have shorted it, we're talking about from 340, 330, 320, even if you got in a little bit later, if you wanted more confirmation. But you could have shorted this all the way to this section. You probably still could still be in this short because, like I said, the markets are trying to do the bounce right now. So if they bounce, then fine. But if they don't, then we see 242 on XRP. Nothing to be concerned about. Most likely a better entry point right here. On the 4-hour chart right here, we still don't have a buy signal. We still don't have a buy signal, which is interesting. But this is where the markets start to heat up. Do you want to get in at 290? Are you going to wait for it to possibly fall into this gap and come down to that 240? Can it go lower? Is the market starting to lose a little bit of its grip? And that's all going to be a little bit tied to how Bitcoin's reacting in the overall market, right? But we kind of went through a nice little downtrend right now. That doesn't mean that it cannot continue, but I would be eyeing this range right here if you wanted to, possibly snatch up some XRP kind of in this range. When I was saying that over here, that sounded crazy, right? When XRP was just coming off those all-time highs, or not all-time highs, well, yeah, actually all-time highs, but already had broke underneath the 50, was kind of starting to turn around. These 290 prices sounded like I was talking a little crazy, but now they're right here. They're right in front of your face. And this is where I would start to look like, hey, am I looking for a long? Is it going to fall a little bit lower? Can I see it come down to 225 if they want to shake the market one more time? Do I want to stay in this short? Do I have enough indicators? Do I understand my strategy good enough? Then I'm going to trust it to say, hey, this is where even on the 200 moving average, we're saying right here, exit short. So, we could be seeing that buy signal on the blunt house together breaking out. We really want to see it get over the 200 and that 50 moving average. And that first test area that it's going to want to break past previous ways high is right around that 315 mark. Then we can see that run to, the point of control, especially if it breaks past this shelf right here. And you see this price right here is actually inside of this gap. These usually blow right past these. Like when there's like a previous way high and it's inside of the gap, inside of this spot, and it has that buying pressure, that point of controls above it, it will draw price to that thing pretty fast. So keep an eye on XRP, possibly turning this thing around. That's definitely on the table, especially seeing BTC with some positive price action. Is it the end of that downtrend? We're going to see. It's definitely bouncing back a little bit. We could feel it. We feel a little bit like, whoo, feel a little bit better, right? It's a little bit better. The temp feels a little bit better. It's just those first days. It's just like people almost like, come on. I thought we were going to go to the moon tonight. It's like, yeah, so it's a longer mission, Trust me. They didn't tell me how long I didn't, when I read the brochure, I didn't notice how far it was either, but we're already en route. So it's like the moon it is, fam. Here goes BNB right now, all-time high, doing some crazy numbers. First correction after all-time high, hasn't bounced off the 50 moving average. I mean, pretty standard stuff overall with like the way the charts are supposed to look. Appreciate everybody pulling up. We got Dr. Kong up in here, Base, ETH. Man, people pulling up, Darren pulling up. Appreciate you guys. Smash the like button. Leave some comments down below on X, on YouTube, on Rumble. We got over 100 people with the crypto bouncing back right now. Great time to pull up, fam. $750 on BNB. First pullback after all-time high. You got to be able to weather that. How low can it go? Man, down here, it can even come down to 700. That's just BNB. It's just a correction. Now look at the 4-hour chart. It's like, okay, that's understandable. We never touched a 200 moving average, not once after this run up. After we broke above it, we just never, can we touch it at least one touch on the 200 moving average? Can that be the new range? And that's where we bounce up from here? Saying hi from Kendu. What's up, fam? What's up, man? Get Kendu up in here as well. Got the Kendu merch, man. I've been nice and comfy, after the gym, getting a nice cold shower after the gym, and then snuggling up in the Kendu merch with the XPX hat, just feeling fresh. Been grinding nonstop for this Rare Evo event because, man, you got to be in shape for those events. It's tons of walking around for sure. Right now, we got BNB doing that bounce off the 200 moving average. Like I said, pretty standard stuff. Are there some downside possibilities? 100%. We lose this 200 moving average. We come down even lower. We come down to the shelf down here around 690. We could even come lower if we fall into this gap down to 662. we can come all the way down here. But right now, a lot of things are looking like it's bouncing off that 200 moving average, which is a very respected moving average. Whether you're on stocks, well, I don't care what you're trading. The 200 moving average is a really respected moving average. It's a lot of time built into this 200 moving average. So that's why a lot of people respect it because, I mean, who can't? I mean, look at that bounce right on that 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart. So we could see BNB turning around. This could be the cheap zone of BNB right now. Being able to buy $750 BNB could be the next cheap zone for BNB because it is the lower value range. We got the point of control up above. It's definitely did the 1-2 squeeze thing, and we'll see what's up. We're gonna keep eyeing it. If it can break back above that point of control, back above the 50 moving average, we definitely got all-time highs back on the table when it comes to that BNB, and we know it's gonna happen. I mean, we absolutely know it's gonna happen. Yo, 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 Saphir. Hello, handsome. How's it going, man? Getting the poster made right now. Getting a poster made of Saphir right now. Let's go to Solana for all my Solana people. Gotta zoom out. That's what the majority of this is a case of having to zoom out. Daily chart right here. We have that sell signal for a while. We already knew this. We've been keeping an eye on it. Here it comes right back down to this point of control, most likely falling into this gap. Still a sell signal on the daily, breaking the 50, breaking the 200 at the same time. That's kind of like pretty significant. So we could see a little bit cheaper on Solana, right? Especially if the prices don't get too exciting again, like with BTC overall. We could be seeing, the case of the first mouse and the second mouse ordeal right here on the 200 moving average, because it does happen, fam. You guys are like, what's the deal with this guy and his first mouse and the second mouse? It happens. That's why. The first mouse gets to squeeze, the second mouse gets to cheese. It looks like a pair of sunglasses, actually, or other stuff, depending on what mood you're in. But I saw a pair of sunglasses at first, and then I thought about the crowd that I have in here, and and my mind took a left turn. But yeah, first mouse gets to squeeze, second mouse gets to cheese. That could be something definitely happening right now in Solana. Where are these prices at? Well, falling into this gap is around that 150 mark, and that's pretty common, right? The 100, 110, 120, even in between to fall into these gaps. So we could definitely see something like that happening with Solana. But again, we're seeing the markets bounce pretty good. There's going to be a little bit after this bounce, a little bit of consolidation. It doesn't just always do a V-shaped recovery. It is crypto. It can do it because honestly, is there any reason that crypto should be down? Is there any reason that crypto should be down? Has anything changed about this being the future of finance? Nothing, right? So it's like, and you know what? Speaking of that, I'm gonna play something for you guys right now. I see the numbers just skyrocketed. We just skyrocketing 130 people mean the world to me, and you know what? It's going up even more. So 140 now. So appreciate you guys pulling up. Just got back from brunch. Saved the seat. You never showed up. I wish. Oh, this guy is such a tease. Everybody, the whole squad, everybody's always joking around. But I got a video we're gonna play for everybody as well because honestly, the pullbacks happen because buyers get exhausted. You get a little bit of the news with just the right type of environment, and people start to panic sell. But has smart money stopped loading up on ETFs? No. Are they still pushing forward for more and new ETFs to be listed? Yes. It's like this is really just the future of what we're doing and stuff. And you know what? I see a lot of the Can Do fam up in here as well. We're gonna play a video right now because this is kind of directed towards the XPX community and the Can Do community. Not to fumble your bags, fam, because this market it belongs to us. These markets belong to us. I'm gonna play something that's happened to a gentleman. So let this sink in for a second. TK wouldn't let me leave the bed. Freaking TK. I know. Lately he's been a little. I don't know. You guys let me know how you guys been feeling with TK. I think we need. It's about time we had the intervention with the Troll King. But we'll see what's up. I got a video for you guys that we're gonna play right now, and we're gonna enjoy this video as a family moment together because I need you guys to let this sink in. The $800 deal that made Ronald Wayne, the poorest Apple co-founder, one in a trillion. This is There's going to be more of these stories happening right now. This is the era that we're living in of that funny stuff that doesn't make sense. And I need to see some more comments in the chat because I'm about to play something that it should hit home really hard. I need to see Ken do in the chat. I need to see XPX in the chat. I need to see the gorillas in the chat. Where the gorillas at? Let's get the gorillas in here. Let's get the Crypto Breakfast Club community in here as well. Man, you guys better be bullish. Let's go. Let's play this.
Of Apple's founders, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, and the current CEO, Tim Cook. But you might not know Ronald Wayne, one of Apple's original founders who sold his 10% stake in the 1970s after just 12 days for $800. Today, those same shares would be worth $100 billion.
Did you have any doubt that Apple would be a successful company?
None. It was the right product at the right time.
So why did you sell out?
My passion wasn't computers in the first place, it was slot machines. I also knew that I was standing in the shadow of giants, and as a result, I knew I was never going to have a product of my own to develop.
So, is he an Apple fan?
I actually talk to him now and then, and he's a little bit on the poor side, so he can't always afford Apple stuff.
Yeah, it said in the article he now collects stamps and sells coins to supplement his Social Security income.
You probably know the names of Apple's founders, Steve Jobs.
Did you guys hear that? You know how bad that is going to hurt you fumble that freaking Kendu bag? You know how bad that's gonna sting? You fumbled that XPX bag leading the wave in payments? What? This is the era that we're living in right now. We are living in this new digital era of some magical stuff is about to happen for you. All you have to do is not, and it's always us, right? It's always us who we battle against ourselves most of the time. This is going to be you battling against, fumbling your bag and the biggest crypto revolution that is ever going to happen. This is the beginning of the mass adoption era part right here. This is the special moment. This is the moment that people talk about before it's just this, S&P 500 thing that's traded and everybody knows. This is you being an early person in these plays, being the person with the voice, being the person doing the energy drinks, being the person doing the beer, being the person doing the payments for all of cryptocurrency. Come on, everybody. Do you guys understand what I'm putting down for you guys right now? This is a time to be bullish. Do you think that when Apple dipped, I'm telling you, man, that video right there should have struck a nerve because best believe during that time that he would have been worth all that money, there was dips that he would have had to face. This was not just an easy, no, there was bubbles that happened that he had to have conviction also. It wasn't just that if he held, it would have been good. There was times where Apple had to get it together. But if you go through the process and you know that this is the beginning of something brand new, and things that are brand new, I don't want it to make sense to people next to you. If it makes perfect sense to everybody you're talking to, you're not doing anything brand new. Old news, that's for the birds. Not when there's all this brand new technology right now. What are you doing with all this brand new tech? The whole world will be on the blockchain, fam. Mark my words, the whole world will be on the blockchain. Man, that video got me pumped up. Do not mess this up. This is what's going to happen. There's going to be stories after stories of people being like, man, I remember pulling up to this guy. He was wearing like a Kendu hoodie. He was like turned up. I don't know. I think he had laser Superman eyes behind these sunglasses because I just saw like purple blazing eyes shining behind those shades. And I was just like, how could I have not just locked in and trust the process? I don't care if you're buying a cup of coffee a day worth of your Kendu, of your XPX. Load up. This is a magical moment. I know sometimes when there's those little dips, you want to get scared. And I know there's a lot of people that get loud. They get super loud on X and they want to scare the whole market. Don't mess it up. Do not mess this up. Not while we've been pulling up to the stream nonstop and this just keeps getting more and more orange as the whole world continues to get more and more orange. I'm not doing this like I'm just picking this stuff out of the air and saying the whole world's going to be on the blockchain. We are watching this happen right before our eyes. This is For those who are locked in right now, for those who, and you know what, and community is key, right? You got to have a strong community, and that's why we've done the collab with Ken Do. I see you guys up in here. Much love, much respect. You know, I see my XPX community on here. You know, you guys got to be turned up in the chat. This is your moment right now. How are you gonna write this story? Because this is a story that has nobody's wrote this before. There's nobody writing this Ken Do story before. This is not a story that Satoshi picked up somewhere and got to read this story somewhere else. This is not a story that Saphir picked up somewhere else and met a Rico somewhere else and fell in love with Rico somewhere else. No, this is right now, right here. There's not another block. This is what we're doing right now. This is the blockchain revolution. There's not another one. This is it right here. And you get to just be one of the beginning people of just saying, and we're the ones doing payments. Boom. And Ken Do his community, and we're going after retail, and we're going to give them, you know, we're going to be inside of tons of merchants to expose retail to everything that we have. Boom. You get to do that. Why? Because it is a brand new digital landscape. If you're gonna go start some real estate stuff, that land is sold up. The real estate typhoons, they got the game sold up. They got their yachts, they got everything. But now I want you guys to think in a digital landscape. I need you to get on some Matrix Neo mode type of mentality and picture this digital landscape that is brand new and is allowing any pioneer, anybody brave enough, bold enough to not only say what they're going to do for this space, but to actually do it, to have something worthwhile to live forward and look and leave a legacy. A part of it, I don't care. Like, people might say, like, what? Like, this is not just a man thing either. Like, women leave legacies as well. Like, this is not just like when are you going to get another moment, another chance to say, you know what? Not only did I make a whole lot of money for myself, but I made a lot of money for my family as well. That's the opportunity that's on the table right now. Unless you got a crystal ball and you know and you can promise me that there's going to be another one 20 years from now and you know how it's going to work and somebody gave you the inside scoop of how it's going to be, then this is the time to lock in. Why else would the whole United States, how many times have we brung this up, fam? And this was grayer than gray. And now look how orange it is. And I would come over here and I would joke with you guys. I'm like, best believe that we'll do videos with this looking like that. Did I not say that, fam? And we're almost there. We're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. But mark my words. I don't know the time. I don't know the hour. But slowly but surely, and then all at once, it's going to happen. That's what's going on right now. Right now, it's that slowly but surely. I'll take slowly but surely. Other than maybe nothing at all. This is slowly but surely, then everything all at once, okay? So lock in, fam. This is the lock in moment. Nice little correction. BTC doing a nice little bounce on the market. Again, just a knee-jerk reaction. Come on, fam. This is not our first time around. We have to learn how to collect 200 off the table. This is your first time not playing Monopoly, okay? This is, hey, 123, first bounce. Okay, let's go. Let's turn it around. Stay bullish in the market. This is a revolution happening right now. And there are some projects definitely leading the way. One of them I'm going to talk about right now is XPX. I want you guys to come over here. There's almost 200 people live right now. Let's go. It's one of those streams, huh? It's going to be one of those, fams. Let's go. Okay. Let me lock in for you guys. Let me lock in. Let me lock in for a second because it's going to be one of those streams. Yes, bro, we have to write the story. We have to write this. There's nothing there. If you want to write the book for dummies later on how to do payments, we can, because there's none of that out right now. If Ken Do wants to say, hey, we're going to write the book, how to get your energy drinks in all stores for dummies, you can do that right now. Who got to do that? Well, Ken Do did. Why? Because they were bold enough to say that we're going to put this community, not just the dog and that mantra, it's just the surface, but really it's the community that they're putting in front of everybody. That's what comes with all this, right? So xpxpay.com, let's go into this show really quick because obviously it's a bullish day for us. A lot of moving parts going on behind the scenes. You guys seen some more posts from BSC Gems. There's going to be some more going on. We're in the current process right now of booking multiple spaces. I'm trying to get it just right because obviously I'm going to be at the Rare Evo event. So we got a jam-packed month for XPX, and honestly, any project that's with us, right? If you're with XPX, if you pull up with us, if you're on Just Shop Crypto, if you're using our products and services, Why not tag along with all this money that's being spent on marketing right now, right? That's what this space is supposed to be like. Now I can build a bridge all day, and I can put this together with this amazing community, with this amazing team. Shout out to David, shout out to Marlon, shout out to Ali, but it's up to everybody else to cross this bridge, right? And right now, this bridge is being built right now, where we're bridging tokenomics and technology, not just for XPX holders, but for everybody in the space. Come over here. If you plan to be financially free, if you plan to do it for your girl, if you plan to do it for your kids, well, come over here, get them a card. Do some of this stuff. Use the crypto and make people believers with it right before their eyes. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, whether you do it or somebody else does it, it's just gonna happen. It's going to be like back in the day when barely anybody had a laptop in the house, when barely anybody had internet going to their house, when people barely had Wi-Fi at their house. This is going to be where 2, 3 people are going to have a crypto wallet on their phone inside of their house, maybe even on their computers like I do. I mean, I got a couple laptops. I got a gaming computer, all connected. I got so all with wallets on there, right? So I'm telling you that this is only going to continue to scale up as it moves forward, as we're in this crypto mode. And if you're going to be, enjoying these cryptos, whether it's meme coins, whether it's stable coins, whether it's BNB, your blue chips, your speculative assets with your Pepe or your Floki, you guys can use that over here. I'm gonna post a link for you guys right now. I'm gonna do half the work for you guys. Honestly, you got to do the rest of the work. Come over here. It's sign up, and everything is at cost right now. Okay, like the plastic cards, this is at super cost. These cards are VIP members. These tap to pay cards. But because, like I said, a really big company had contacted us for a large amount of cards, this is us getting that process going, getting some plastic cards into the world, getting the trials and tribulations, the feedback that we have to work on to make sure when this thing continues to scale up and more companies come to us to have a bulk order of cards, that we can produce this for them at a relatively reasonable price, because obviously it's a huge order. So you guys can come over here. You don't have to be a company, but if you are one, you guys can come test this out as well. Open a business account or an individual account. Order your gold Visa card, the one that I love to use on a daily basis. The conversation starter that you guys can have as well, to let people know that crypto is real and it is working out here in the real world. Or just get a crypto plastic Visa card that allows you to tap to pay, just like any Chime card, Zelle card, or anything like that. Thank you, Kendu. I appreciate that. I really do. So over here, these are non-KYC payments. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm off the grid, man. Rico, I'm in Costa Rica, papi. I'm doing my own thing. Well, you know what? If you're in Costa Rica, that's fine. Do non-KYC while you relax under a palm tree with an umbrella in your coconut, and pay some of your bills in cryptocurrency. Pick your biller from Costa Rica right here, and I mean they're all right here. Ice Electrico, you got Telefonia for the phone. You got quite a bit right here that are really the ones that you're gonna need if you're somebody that's moving over there, right? So somebody, even like if you're on vacation, you want to go over there, you got your own little house over there or something. When you make it, this is how you're gonna do it, man. You gotta paint the picture. And if you're gonna be this crypto millionaire, XPX is really giving you the tools to live that life to the fullest with a gold Visa card, with non-KYC payments. Not only that, but let's say you go to another country and you start a whole business over there. Why not have that business be able to accept cryptocurrency via XPX Pay, like we have companies doing right now? We have a limousine business, which is nice. We have crypto projects paying for their servers, one of which is, of course, Smart DeFi. This server is being paid by Feg Token and this whole Smart DeFi platform for all of these projects. The whole server is being paid through XPX Pay. So if you guys have a project, and obviously we get paid in crypto, we do everything in crypto, why would you not just say, hey, let me go through this XPX Pay thing, so I'm already getting things in crypto, I can go ahead and take care of that right now, right? So I'm extremely bullish on this. Obviously, this is the project I launched with an amazing team. It's not just me. It's an amazing team, and it's almost even better community, honestly. And we've been on a mission. We're on a go, and we're taking care of that every single day. Right now, our all-time high was 2.7. We are definitely en route towards all-time high. We corrected when the market corrected, fam. If you look back when February happened and when the rest of the market corrected, well, the whole market got shaky. We corrected when the market corrected, but we also turned around when the market turned around, and now there's redistribution with 17% of the supply burned. So you can't buy the same amount of XPX as you could before right now. It's getting more and more expensive to buy XPX as it continues to climb. Like I said, 17% burned, and this asset backing I got to talk about. But I just seen something, could be that buy from Kendu, man. Pretty bullish right there, seeing that nice buy come through. And this is a big shout out to the Kendu community, which we're going to talk about next, but also a big shout out to both of our communities, not just the XPX community, but the Kendu community as well, because we've really done something special. And I know when we have a hero and when we have a zero, and I know that we got something that we both agree that we have to be the catalyst, right? And you can't get too many people together that agree with that, and we start pushing on that, and you don't get something to happen. Things are sparking, and let it keep sparking, and watch when the flame starts. Okay, so right now we're in getting it spark mode, right? We're getting it to spark, but we're definitely gonna get the flame to light up, and one of those things are going to be us being the catalyst, like we have been doing with the collabs with Kendu, the collabs with Zach Humphrey. So these are discount prices. If you want to come look at the chart, this is completely undervalued when you come look at XPX, just sitting just over $1 million market cap with over 2,000 holders, 17% of the supply burned, and 50, almost, what is this, 57, almost 58 BNB in asset backing. I can't do nothing with that. There's no contract function for me to touch the asset backing. That is there forever. 57 BNB. When BNB was all-time high, this was 50K in BNB and asset backing, which allows anybody that owns XPX to come over here to Smart Lending Tools and take a loan out against those XPX tokens. You will receive BNB. That's what XPX is being backed with. And then you can off-ramp that loan onto your crypto Visa card and use it in the real world. Just want to say hello, Rico. You are a real one. Thank you, bro. Honestly, bro, it's, you know what? This whole space, this whole channel has attracted everybody who's really locked in and trying to make some things shake. And that motivates me. You know, I know that we all got our own calling, whether you're a Schiller, whether you're the Raider, whether you're the crazy guy with the microphone and the laser eyes behind the shades and the camera in front of his face to make sure that everybody hears about Kendu, to make sure everybody hears about XPX, to make sure that people hear about, you know, your 60, 80-hour work week that you're bullish on and you're putting into your favorite projects. We have to do all of our part. You know, I see William Mack pulling up. You have to pull up for your bag and do your part. Not everybody has the same role, but if everybody did their part, amazing things can happen, man. Amazing things can happen. Will it ever get listed on Binance? Of course it will. Why not? You don't think as we continue to accumulate BNB, it'll be in their best interest, fam. No matter what, the baseline price of XPX goes up forever on every buy and sell transaction. So what, eventually we have 100 BNB? What happens when we have 1,000 BNB? What happens when, you know, it's like eventually it would just be in their best interest to list a project that most likely is going to have millions of dollars in asset backing locked up forever as the baseline price of XPX goes up. So I think it would be in their best interest to list this gem called XPX. And we're not just saying that with some cool utilities, but we have smart contracts that really make sense for them to list something like XPX. X pays X, everybody. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. I'm very bullish on this right here. We're going to talk about Kendu right now because obviously this is what's going on at the same time. This marketing machine is coming to life. There was actually a post that just came out from Zach Humphreys. I don't want you guys to miss out on that. Extremely bullish post. And this is all of this stuff coming to life, fam. If you guys are a project out there, if you guys are a CTO, if you guys are listening, this is on the surface a merch store, but that's why it's called Just Shop Crypto. This is something that you guys want to get listed on. You guys need to get listed on because this is my way of giving back to the space, something that actually can bring an ROI to your project, something that can actually get you to break out of your echo chamber and new people check out your stuff and where we can become the catalyst. So I want you guys to first start off right now on CBC, okay? CBC is going to be our first one that we're going to start off because we do got a post from Zach Humphreys. And let me go to our X account really quick and we're going to jump right into that. So this is a great post right here. I mean, this is that thing coming to life right here. And this is really thanks for all the support, fam, supporting the team. Big shout out to Marlon. Shout out to Ali, David. Guys, you guys are absolutely amazing. And we come up with ideas in that Telegram and we cook in there for sure. And these things come to life, okay? These things come to life. So right here we have this post, XPX, a true WAGMI movement. That's why we have created a merch store for everyone. We already have Zach Humphreys with the Crypto Breakfast Club listed with Kendu about to launch. Don't miss out on this. Don't miss out on it. This is just the beginning. Here goes the post from Zach Humphreys himself. Massive, massive heavy hitter in this space. A guy I have a ton of respect for. Somebody that I've been watching since 2021, right when I started my YouTube channel. He was already big. he was already doing his thing. So, you know, real recognize real. When you've been in the space for this long, this is a great way for you guys to get some of this, man. I want you guys to come over here to Just Shop Crypto. If you guys are really rocking with me all the way, if you guys want to be that catalyst, like I'm telling you guys have the opportunity to be, I want you guys to cop some of this merch. I want to overwhelm Zach Humphreys a little bit with some of the content that we provide together. If you guys are following me, if you guys are seeing this stuff come together, you guys are saying, hey, this stuff is not only just an idea, this is not just a goal, this stuff is actually coming together. If you guys want to help a couple more pieces come together, cop a shirt, $13, fam. Make a post with your handsome self or beautiful self, ladies and gentlemen, with some of this merch so we can make some posts. Now, talk is cheap. We always say that, you know, let's not wait for a catalyst. Let's create a catalyst. I want to see who's bold enough with me right now to go to justshopcrypto.com. You see Zach Humphreys posting. You see Ken Do going wild. This is going to only continue to escalate. Be one of those people that right from the beginning was like, I was there when they first started listing projects. I was there when they started that whole thing, the whole wave that started on X. This is going to happen no matter what. I want you to be a part of this. Cop some of this merch, tag Zach Humphreys, put Just Shop Crypto in there, and we're going to be doing special for those guys who do that. I mean, very reasonable prices. Get a cap. It's all quality stuff, fam. No cheapy choppy stuff. All quality stuff you guys are going to want to get. Cop some of this merch and be a part of the catalyst. It's not just getting a shirt. It's not just getting a shirt. It's about being a part of the movement with me. And if you guys want to be a part of that movement, I mean, it's very simple. We'll see you most likely posted over here. 127,000 followers. He's got over 200K on YouTube. The man is a legend, man. And he's been solid. He's bringing you guys solid stuff. And if you guys can also go to the Crypto Breakfast Club, go show them some love. Let them know that, you know, Rico Moneybag sent you over there. And really the whole XPX community has sent you guys over there. You guys get exposure to all of this. Okay, fam? You guys get exposure to all of this. This is built right here for all of us. So come over to Just Shop Crypto right now. Check that out. And now that we're talking about Just Shop Crypto, the next listings, we're going to come over here to, of course, the Chads in the space, the Chadettes. I mean, and we got some amazing Chads and Chadettes in this community, fam. We got some catalysts cooking. We got some major things cooking. Right now, you're seeing discount prices on Kendu. Right now, this is honestly just DCA, and don't do what that guy did with the with the Apple. Don't do this. I'll play this video again if you guys didn't get it. Honestly, I'll play the video again if you guys didn't get this right here. All right. This is where things line up, right? One second. When the stream gets super bullish, they can't handle it, fam. They can't handle the stream being that bullish, fam. All right. I'm actually going to post this contract address right now. I want to see everybody in the chat right now. I had to reset this really quick, but that's why we have two streams running back to back. So like that, it doesn't fall off completely. We could stay live. Nice little feature that I know is nerdy and nobody cares about, but it's like a backup stream key in the background. So no matter what, it keeps it live. Here we go. Can do right here on discount prices. I don't want you guys to do this number right here, right? Don't do this. We'll play.
Steve Wozniak.
I don't want you guys to do this. I'll play it again. I swear I will. Don't do that right now. You guys see some moving parts going on right now. This is super bullish right here. Seeing this post by them. Shout out to them. And this is even more bullish. The whole community that comes along with this. I want you guys, the minute this Can Do merch is listed, fam, the same thing's going to happen. The same thing's going to happen. We're literally going to obliterate. We're going to get the merch, and we're going to be the catalyst. If you already got some Can Do merch, I don't care. I want you to get some more Can Do merch. It's going to be that simple. It's going to be that simple, fam. So I'm looking forward. You cannot discount this. You cannot ignore this right here. This is something that I just could not ever ignore. We don't gamble. We work. I mean, I'm a hard worker myself. You guys see me pulling up. I'm looking for the same energy from people. Who's got that same energy? Do I gotta make you get out of bed to get the bag, or do you snap out of bed like a vampire to get the bag? Because I'm on like 3 hours and 20 minutes of sleep. Went to the gym and everything to still the pool gym. Where's the chat at? But this cannot be ignored right here, fam. This cannot be ignored. This is super bullish. Can Do right here. Can Do, Send Do. I'm going to be ordering some more drinks, and this is something that we're going to be also supporting. I want to make that catalyst happen. You know, you guys want to see crypto in the real world, you guys want to be a part of that, this is how we do it. We have to support the community members that are making this happen, the teams that are making this happen, the projects that are actually making things happen so we can attack retail and get that crypto adoption and have something to give them. Where's that one with the lollipop that I know everybody likes? There goes Psychedelic Angel. How you doing, love? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, fam. Can Do, Send Do right now. Super bullish on this right now. I know you guys are as well. And I'm looking forward to this next level of stuff of what we got going on. I want you guys to be completely locked in. Can Do, Send Do, fam. Spaces are coming. You guys are coming with us, man. We got a lot of marketing to do this month, and I want you guys to be pumped up. The minute this merch comes online, like I said, if you have a Can Do shirt already, that's not enough. I want you to get another one because we're going to create a wave and become that catalyst again. But now, instead of it just being our respective communities, where we're pushing this, you know, in Zach Humphrey's Crypto Breakfast Club, where we're pushing it on my, you know, YouTube channels, on the X account, where you guys are pushing it on your end, when we're going to Rare Evo events and talking about everything that we're doing and people can actually see the proof of work. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm taking all compliments right now because all I do is eat, order food from Uber Eats. Usually I'll be a little bit more humble about it, but if you tell me I'm looking good, then I'm gonna take it right now, and I might even blush. That's how needy I am for a compliment right now, because I keep getting around. Yeah, tired. Hoping the next few weeks it'll be back around more fire. Absolutely, it's gonna happen. That's the thing. We're gonna have these waves, right? It's like that's life. I mean, what can we do? We're along for the ride, right? It's like it's day, then it's night, and you know, it's like we have to do this. And these are the opportunities when we know that, hey, things get quiet right now. 16 million. You don't want to be the video that I just played and you fumbled your bag early, fam. Okay. 23 million right here. Really, I want the 50 million is on the table for Can Do. Once it breaks that, everybody's saying Can Do back to all-time high. And we're going to be the catalyst to make that happen, Can Do. You know, make a buy wall happen. Don't cheat your bags. Look at the team that's already, you know, making things happen. I think if you guys were like looking around and be like, hey, what are we gonna do next? I think this is pretty bullish. You guys know that I'm really, really connected. I'm not gonna say anything or promise anything right now, but you guys know that XPayX is really tapped in with payments. So, you know, this gives Can Do a lot of exposure to all that. So when I'm talking about creating a lot of catalysts for the future and seeing a nice little rally happen, this is a great time to back the truck up and make some solid floors on a great play like Can Do, because we're about to push this thing together. And I think Can Do has a lot to offer for XPX as well. You know, they're already inside these stores. When we start to roll out our POS machines that make it very easy for them to not only get the cash that they already do, but also accept cryptocurrency, that's going to be a perfect play right there. And in the space, we say this all the time. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So imagine Can Do being one of the first, you know, projects to, you know, make that bridge happen with XPX, and we can do a collab with something like that for that store, because it's a store that has the energy drinks. If we don't paint these pictures and make these things happen together, then somebody else will. Somebody else will. So right now, I like where we're at, especially with this community that's already proven that they're willing to go, hey, start some beer company. Hey, start an energy company. Hey, start a beer or a coffee company, a merch company. They know that the end goal is this. The end goal is this, fam. I don't care what nobody tells you. The end goal is adoption. The end goal is adoption. And that's where the wealth is generated, right? That's where the wealth is totally generated. So super bullish on Can Do. Don't miss this opportunity. Definitely give them a follow at Can Do Inu. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to post their contract address for you guys. This is an easy entry. As you guys can see, their merch is about to be listing very soon on Just Shop Crypto. We're going to create quite a buzz with that. We'll be doing some giveaways. Some spaces, and honestly, like I said, really starting a rally where I want to see these spaces with, you know, 100 and something people in there, where people are coming in, they're like, what the heck are all these people talking about right now? Well, all these Chads and Chadettes are talking about all the merch that was just purchased, the rally that we have going, the incentives that we have with the collaboration, and what we could do in the real world with what we have to offer. I think it's some bullish stuff to look forward to. So go ahead and check that one out for you guys right now. That's can do. Let's come over here to XPX. Like I said, we did check XPX already out. We're headed towards that 1.5 million, fam. We did touch it a couple times on Smart DeFi. That's the best place to get XPX if you guys ask me, because you guys can buy it, stake it, and make money on all this passive income. But this is a healthy, bullish looking chart, fam. We are en route to all-time high. There will be more and more listings, more and more floors. Don't cheat yourself when you already know that we have full access. How many projects do you guys see come up here on these streams? It's just a matter of time where that little snowball really takes off and you're seeing a lot of projects list on there, and the floors get higher and higher and higher, and also these projects get exposure to, you know, everything that we're bringing to the table. So really bullish on this. Let's keep it moving though. We covered the chart over there on Smart DeFi, and we got Manu right up on the list right away. We'll go through all of them. Let me know what you guys are buying. We're going to talk about CC Dog again as well. Manu right here is interesting. We found that floor. This is a good spot. You know, the market's bouncing. You see Manu bouncing. But like I said, I would just keep a little bit more just in case. The thing that's cool about Manu, it shows you about like what like Jesus Coin. Like Manu's at 23 million. And it's got $23 million market cap, but it has 1 million in liquidity. If you go to Jesus Coin right here, 5.6 market cap, 1.4 in liquidity. Gotta pay attention to that stuff. That's a strong play right there. Not saying that Manu is not strong or any other play is not strong, but that Jesus play is pretty strong. They got a thick liquidity over there, and there will be whales that enter this market. Retail will come into this, and we'll see things like that take off. But Manu's a solid play right here. This one we found way down here, and we just said, hey, it's a hero. And if you keep an eye on this one, this is going to be one that performs really well. This might even do a Banana S31 thing where it just pumps up into the hundreds of millions. So you might not even want to care too much about this, right? You could have got in down here, shoulda, coulda, woulda, whatever. Or you can just say, hey, I like this. I like the idea of the exposure it has. So I'm going to get a bag of Manu and park it and just let it sit right there, let it cook. See what else we got on the list. I do want to cover some more of these. Banana S31 is one we have to cover, because this is, I would be doing you guys an injustice if we don't. This right here is the range that it's going to trade in before it does this again. It will do that again. It's listed on Binance. It's a cute banana. It's a play. And we're not done seeing the whole world start to download Binance.com or download the Binance app. There's still a lot of altcoin season left. This was just a correction in a very short-term volatility. But long-term, we still got Bitcoin going to over 200K. We still got an altcoin season, and we still got everybody trying to go to every single exchange, trying to find a way which is going to be the next BNB meme coin they're going to buy, or BNB utility play that they're going to buy. So this is the time to find your favorite ones and just DCA, buy the bag, you know, trade your futures on your CEXs, but your main plays that you know that you got a community around it, you guys are building it from the ground up, just hold those bags. Just hold those bags. Those bags are about to print like crazy when this market is a full-blown sensation, and we're all going to be a part of it. We're definitely all going to be a part of it. Banana S31 is a play right here. This is that same section that it was consolidating in before when everybody was cheating and everybody got bored. Usually when everybody gets bored, G tiers print right after that. So this is that section again when the market's looking kind of like meh, that you might want to say, I don't know where that came from. Don't judge me on that, all right? So maybe, right now. How about that? And this is a good place to get the bag, right, parked right now on Banana S31, because I'm almost sure it's going to do something like this again. It's listed on Binance. It's got the traction. It's got the attention. And you have that looming over it no matter what, that it's the next $1 billion BNB meme coin play, right? So Banana S31 was an early play that we called, and we're going to find more. You don't have to chase this one. Don't worry about it. We got XPX on the BNB plays for you guys. That's easy money sitting on the table. But we'll find some stuff, whether it's over here on ETH, on the BNB, on Solana, on Base, wherever it's at. You guys let me know where your guys' favorite plays are at. This is CC Dog right here. This is another play coming a little bit lower. We even talked about this. Getting ready for the next pop. This one's doing a great amount of marketing, tons of CEXs. We're seeing a lot of influencers talk about it. This is probably just an easy play to keep an eye on right here, okay? Easy play to keep an eye on. CC Dog, everybody, okay? So I want to mention this one as well because we did catch this one off a bounce. It did pump up pretty nice, this first little bounce, and then pumped up. And, you know, it had its first pullback, did it once again. Here goes the second time. Here goes the second time that it can do that once again, fam. Once again, this is CC Dog, fam. CC Dog. Let's go to the X account. There we go. Looking good, actually. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And like I said, the whole market just pulled back. So natural little movement. Buying opportunity. New entry for anybody looking for CC Dog. CC Dog. Courage the Dog. What else are we looking at, fam? Where's the Jerry the Turtle fam at? 11 million. They're still holding strong. They should be up in here turning up. We got a live stream. Where's Jerry the Turtle fan? Where are they at right now? Sometimes I gotta call them out. Sometimes people are lurking in the stream, and if I don't say nothing, they won't even leave a comment. They won't even show for their bag. They'll just be listening, and they won't even put one cash tag. I'm buying this Rico money bags, or one hashtag. It's like it's just. Is it Jerry the Turtle still bullish? Everybody in the chat's gonna be like, yeah, of course. But this was holding so good. This was such a great, healthy chart, honestly, that I really like when these charts play out like this, because a lot of things are around this realm, around this idea of these psychological barriers. This is just a really, really clean version of what's going on right here, and giving you that opportunity to see what's going on with it, right? So, where it first broke the 5 million, broke to 10, went higher, came back down all the way to the 5 million, consolidated, went back over the 10 million, then went to 15. This is just what a chart, like what you would ideally want it to look like, where nobody should feel, even though some people will still cheat and stuff because, it's a correction, but nonetheless, it's really easy to get momentum going back into a chart like this. This is looking really great. This is where we're going to be pretty soon. We're going to be where we break out of that first little section, and then we break up above and we go a lot higher, fam. We're right there. Shout out to Jerry the Turtle fam for holding that healthy chart even with the markets pulling back. Same thing to the XPX community, man. I mean, solid diamond handing, holding going on when the rest of the market was shaking everybody about. I seen a lot of people just even coming into our TG, or people posting about how strong we are, as our market cap just stood strong, just as we just stood there like, yep, just nope, not moving. We already know we got a solid team. We got a solid community. We keep delivering. It's only up from here. So, I mean, we're making these things happen, fam. We honestly make these things happen. The power of the community is so bullish. The way we make these things happen. Jerry the Turtle, man, you guys are making this happen with a nice, healthy chart. Holding $10 million market cap. Looking like it's ready to turn around. Solid play right there. This is another one that we covered. We might just jump over here, see where it's at now. Whoa, what the heck? Whoa, what the heck? This was a play we talked about. You guys remember this one? And look at where it went to. Look at where it went to. Man, do we find the bangers on the channel, man? If you're not subscribed to the channel right now, if you're listening to this on the X thing, make sure you hit the follow button too. A lot of people listening on X, they won't hit the follow. Get the follow button up. I mean, we're finding these plays, fam. XPX rocket ship is fueling up at Smart DeFi Launchpad, most definitely, fam. And we're getting other people to come fuel up with us. That's what's actually going on. But man, what a play! And long behold, exactly. And look, we already have the $10 million mark. Oh no, not on this one, we don't. But this is one we have marked up already. Nice to see this one going on there. This is why you have to have your community pulling up nonstop. This is why right here. This channel is powerful. I'm talking about it like I'm a viewer myself. Honestly, I'm talking about this thing like I'm a viewer myself, because we honestly find some hitters. If you're ETH Maxi, we got you covered. If you're Solana Maxi, we got you covered. This is where it's at right now. And I also want you guys to see, we like XPX, we almost got the same liquidity as most projects at 5 million. So I think, the XPX community, give yourself a little bit more credit. If you guys go match and go look around, as far as liquidity, usually around in that range of liquidity, most projects are at 5 or 6 million. So you're seeing a great opportunity to buy some XPX before it does exactly what the rest of these actually get to do. Here it goes, broke $2 million market cap. Let's go up there. Ooh, we got an XRP army up in here. I did some XRP technical analysis earlier. Man, you guys have been pulling up to the stream so strong. Every stream, Jay Rowe, is going to have XRP. You guys have been pulling up to all my shorts. You guys have been pulling up to my TikTok. So in the beginning of this stream, Jay Rowe, there is a segment dedicated to XRP, okay? This is a great time to DCA into XRP right now. I had somebody hit me up yesterday, day before yesterday as well. This is just a great entry. More, get your dollar cost average even better on XRP. XRP is a play. So XRP Maxi, you are very welcome to be here at any time you choose to. Get the whole XRP army to know about this channel, because every single day when we go live, we give real technical analysis. We know that XRP is a winner. We tell people where to load up on the bag. We let people know not to jeet their bag, because a lot of people get shooken up and they were like, oh my God, it's all over. Then they're going to lose their XRP when they should be loading up more XRP. All right. So make sure you guys get them to pull up over there as well at the beginning of the stream. But mine FAK was one we were talking about at these low market caps, super low market caps over here at like 500 or something K market cap. Now it's sitting at 5 million. Whoa. Whoa. You're not subscribed yet? You're not subscribed yet? No bell notification? Man, coin market cap listing. Yeah, pump comes from that for sure. Nice. Nice. Here comes more. More to come. Definitely more to come on this. Solid play. Solid play right here with that Mine FAK and how we find it. Look at the buys rolling in right now. This is on a 4-hour chart. This thing's looking heck ascendy right now. Perfect support right at the 5 million market cap right after the breakout. This could be the only green thing right now, and that stands out. And then let's just mark 10 million. You know what happens when it breaks 10 million, Saphir. You know what happens when it breaks these 10 millions. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be this. Whatever it is, if it breaks these market caps, they go higher, fam. So if your project is working its way to these market caps, stay bullish, because it'll happen out of nowhere. Break the 2 million. Next thing you know, you're at $5 million market cap. Next thing you know, you're going a little bit higher. You're shaking out the G's that think it's all over. And you wake up and now you're at $10 million market cap and your bag is looking extra silly. You get your turn, man. You get your turn. Off to 20, 30 million. You already know. Then we don't know what happens, right? Usually around there, lately the consensus, and I'm being honest with you guys, I'm never going to FUD anybody's bag, but I respect my subscribers enough to say, hey, keep an eye around 20, 30 million, because let's be honest, we see a bit of the first correction. Some of them go to 40, some of them go to 50. We have some that are super special go up to 70, but for the most part, at 20, 30, 40 million, a little bit of a pullback somewhere around there. And then if they really want it, they dig deep, it grinds right back up. This one's doing its first little dance, $5.2 million market cap. Super bullish on this one, man. This is looking good. These Matt Fury plays are hot. $5 million market cap. That's super impressive. We found it so early in the hundreds of K market cap. Like, I'm even impressed with what we're able to do on the channel. I'm subscribed to the channel. I mean, we're talking about this in this consolidation. I'm telling you guys, when you see something holding for a while and they can just hold it, and the chart's looking pretty healthy, just give it its chance. It's going to pop off. Eventually, the sellers will get exhausted. Every Jeet has to cry. Like, if the project is so consistent, has a real community, anybody that cheated through this is freaking having a bad day right now. They're having a bad day. They just left big money on the table right now. Early play right now. Get ready, fam. We got more of these coming to the show. So you better have that bell notification lit. You better be sharing this in your Discord. You better be sharing this everywhere. I don't know what else you're doing. What else are you doing? We got this one right here. This is an easy play. I want you guys to come look at this one, or wait till I'm telling you at $10 million market cap. Or just wait. I'll tell you at 10 million on this one. This is a base play for you guys. Bomi, you got to keep an eye on the plays that when the market's pulling back, they can hold really strong. Can they go through pullbacks? Absolutely. Everything goes through it. It's part of the space. But this is a base play holding strong, $1 million market cap. I'm going to post this one for you guys. I know you guys got some base guys up in here. Easy base play for you guys. CC Dog pulling up. Where's the CC Dog community? Are they even here? What, Jay? Are they even here, Jay? Are they here? Are they ready to pull up for the pullback and where we pump it right back up? Man, I'm having a great day with you guys, honestly. I appreciate you guys having fun with me on these streams. We get to turn up, talk about crypto. You know, I know crypto sometimes would like to test us and do these pullbacks and things, but I'm glad when we can just pull up and stay strong, weather the storm. We know that crypto adoption is happening, and this is super important for us. But let's see what this is all about. The next Base Chad will be featured in our Base is for Everyone video. So everyone needs base. So this is good exposure, opportunity, marketing, distribution, earning, gaming. So they're working on something. You see the Bomi still working on stuff. So things are cooking. Things are cooking right here. DegenWolf.base E. Look at that. The cook is on. The cook is on, fam. Don't sleep on this one. Do not sleep on this one. Easy entry at 1 million. Or wait till it's at 5, you know? Wait till it's at 10 million when I tell you. And I'm like, man, here we go. Money on the... right? Oh, man. I'm only doing that because, we have to, right? We have to remind ourselves sometimes with a little bit of pressure. People say pressure makes diamonds, but you put a little bit of pressure and they're like, what the heck? You're actually going to put pressure? It's like, yeah, it makes diamonds. Have you heard? That's the word on the street. Here goes another play we gave early. Definitely has pulled back. This is where I said leaving that dry powder is nice. Now we're seeing what it's really all about. But we called this play over here. It ran up to 1 million. This is where it's being tested to see where it's all about. But I would leave some dry powder. This is the same section that was at before. If it can turn around and get back above 500K, it's going to look a lot more bullish. That 500K getting back over 1 million is powerful. So this was definitely, still holding really strong. There's going to be pullbacks. There's going to be people that as they see the market pull back, they get exhausted. They get scared. They jeet their bag and they keep it moving. But we'll keep an eye on Base Bonk. I know the community's been growing with that one as well. Let's see what else we got, man. Just an overall bullish day, fam. Overall bullish day. We got another play right here for you guys as well. I just saw Psychedelic Angel reminding me of this one. Nice entry. This is where you want to look right here. Look at that entry right here. Nice little pullback after nice little double top up there, little tap. This is your entry if you're waiting. Or just wait. Just wait for me to tell you, like, hey, remember when I was telling you guys about it down here at, 17, 20 million? Or, oh, wow, imagine that. Psychedelic Angel. 17 or $20 million market cap. Imagine that. Let's speak that into existence, right? But we were talking about this one over here, Altitude at 22K market cap. It's hit an all-time high on a little correction, nothing new. That's what things do in the space. If you got a real project, you got a real community, they're still building, it will go right back up. Jeets will jeet no matter what, but if you got a real play, it will go back up. Here we go. First pullback, 115K market cap. This was pretty easy play for you guys. Don't wait till I'm over here telling you guys, hey, remember this one where we drew these lines down here? It's now at $1 million market cap. It's now at $10 million market cap. It's at $20 million market cap. Because all of that is on the table. Anything can happen, honestly. Anything can happen in this space, fam. Let's go to the X account, see what they're talking about. What's the latest and greatest, fresh off the press when it comes to the Altitude project. Okay. Nothing too latest, but some great information. I mean, that's nice. I like that. Small projects can do big things. Currently set at a 22x from launch at a new all-time high. How nice is that, man? How much is that? Gilmore Estates has RWA. I mean, that community and that project gave me a follow. So I think you guys are onto something hitting me up, man. What is this Gilmore Estates, man? This RWA project. Man, if you guys are doing RWA, you guys are going to have to tap into XPX. That's the project I launched, man, to help you guys out with some of this payment stuff. Gilmore Estates. I saw you guys give me a follow. It caught my attention. I'm not going to lie. It caught my attention. I know that I know that this is basically going to be the meta, right? I don't know if it's this one, right? I want you guys to tap in. But when I saw that it was in Hedera, that's what got me kind of like, okay, because we've been talking about Hedera with Psychedelic Angel. She's bullish on altitude. Hedera is going to be pretty big in Australia from what it sounds like. So it's something that I wanted to cover. So I'm glad that you brought that up right now. It's actually at the perfect time. I think that things do align because it's kind of Psychedelic Angel. We've been talking about like H bar or whatnot in Australia, and just the other night I saw this Gilmore Estates give me a follow the other day, and it was all in H bar, and I was like, that would be pretty smart actually. that would actually be pretty smart. So definitely come over here, you guys can. I'm gonna post this contract address for you guys as well, and then we're gonna check out this Gilmore Estates. But I definitely want you guys to send me a DM. Gilmore Estates. I know you guys are watching because, like I said, you guys gave me a follow on my main account. So tap in with me so we can see what this is all about, because you could be onto something. You could be onto something, right? These Gilmore Estates empowering real estate ownership through tokenization and multi-chain innovation. Learn, earn, and invest in real-world assets. Bitcoin Treasury Company. XPaysX is also a Bitcoin Treasury Company. We're also an AVAX Treasury Company. Tron, XRP, ADA, the list goes on and on. I'm just joking, fam, but not joking because we are. But I like that you guys are doing this. I like that you guys are. We have to do this. This is the future right here. If I don't see a company talking about this, I'm questioning if they're even planning 10 years ahead. Like, if you're not talking about some kind of crypto treasury, some kind of crypto reserve, like, are you in it just for right now? Are you in it just for like what? Like, is your project only going to be for like what, 2 months or something? What? Like, when? How far is it going to go? Are you going to do a crypto reserve? Are you going to, do something about what the future is going to be about? Can't sleep on H bar, man. We're not going to sleep on H bar. We're not going to, man. And that's why I want you guys to send me a DM, because I want you guys to let me know. Maybe we can have some of the team members come up, talk about this. I'm curious to learn more about this. I'm a payments guy. That's where I'm at. I'm not super digging deep into all the RWA aspect, but I know that XPaysX plays a huge factor for you RWA projects, because XPaysX is an RWU project, real world utility project, allowing you guys to have payroll features and most likely be able to pay all these dividends out in one transaction. So this is extremely bullish right here for you guys. I've been seeing a lot with HBAR. I think HBAR has a lot of potential. We do have HBAR as a form of off-ramping, so you guys can also do that as well. So there's a lot of potential there. And this has been slowly creeping in and becoming somewhat of the meta, right? We're being seen that where, people are talking more about HBAR, but people are also talking more about real estate, fam. They're talking about RWA. That's what people are talking about. Okay, so we're actually going to dig a little bit deeper into this one because, like I said, I don't know, call it what you guys got to call it, but the fact that, we've been talking to Psychedelic Angel, we've been talking kind of about HBAR, we've been talking about, kind of this tokenization. Okay. Yeah, we definitely got to have somebody from the team come on and break this down and just give everybody the sauce, give everybody that honey from the pot. I'm trying to stay away from meat analogies because I love my brother TK so much. I want to respect him and his love for animals, right? But there's enough honey in the pot to make some things happen. So, powered by Gcoin, built on Hedera, backed by Bitcoin, and secured by real estate at Gilmore Estates, we're on a mission to democratize wealth through real estate tokenization by bringing prime rental properties to blockchain. We're making it possible for anyone, anywhere, to earn passive income securely, transparently, on-chain. With over 1 million in real estate assets already tokenized, Gilmore Estates is paving the way for a new era of decentralized property ownership, one that yields over 25% rental returns, backed by the stability of real estate and powered of blockchain. Man, if they're going to begin pay these dividends, let's make sure that they have some of these, XPX, possibly XPX / Gilmore cards that they can use in the real world after they get paid, some of these yields from some of these rental properties, because that's where really the first project that gives that full from front to end of the RWA aspect, I think it's going to be one of the leading ones. The first one that can say, hey, man, we got our cards through XPX Pay. The people who bought into these real estate properties, who bought into, the Gcoin, these people who went through these things, they're actually doing from front to end, where we're seeing people go from the beginning step to the last step. That says a lot, and it goes a long way when you do things like that. I'm speaking from experience when it comes to like what we've done with XPX, as far as saying all the things we're gonna do, to the fact that all our cards are already shipped around the whole world. Okay. XPX Visa cards are shipped around the whole world. And when you build something from the front to the back end, and it's not just lost on a roadmap, it goes a really long way. Investors really start to see that you're serious about the long-term goal. So, I definitely want to collaborate with you guys a little bit more. So send me a DM where we can learn a little bit more, see what's going on with this whole project, because I do think that this is going to be a huge meta, one of those metas that we're actually prepared to absorb and actually help out into space. XPX is here to provide the pickaxes and shovels to everybody, to the whole space. Anybody who needs Visa cards, whether you're an individual, whether you're a business, whether, you just want to pay your employees in crypto, or you guys have an RWA project and you guys want a way that at the end of the month, you guys do revenue share from all these rental properties, that you have a way for, you guys to do that in one transaction. That's what these pickaxes are built for. So come over here. It's a great time to get a bag. We got a lot of marketing going on. We got this turned up from the BSE Gems Alert, massive post right here. Big shout out to them as well. There's more posts coming, so it's giving you guys this opportunity to get a bag right now. There's actually more projects about to list on justshopcrypto.com. So you guys are getting a lot of alpha with XPace X right now. You guys are seeing that we're developing in the right way. You guys see that we're relevant to almost any project that's going on, because at the end of the day, all roads leads to payments. It doesn't matter which way have you gone, which way you go about it. At the end of the day, you're going to have to transact, whether you're paying for your servers like Smart DeFi, whether you're a limousine business in Las Vegas accepting cryptocurrency through XPX Pay, whether you're a project that just wants to accept cryptocurrency because their employees, want to get paid in crypto, but they need a way to off-ramp their crypto, similar to what Aquads is doing over here. You guys can check that out right now. So come over to Aquads, show them some love right here. If you guys are a freelancer right here, this is how this is going to operate. If you guys are a freelancer, get some of this freelancer work. You guys see this $299 USDC. Well, when this person gets paid for all that and that gets distributed, they're going to have their own XPX Visa card / Aquads card that allows them to, that's one of the things that I've been working on, that allows these freelancers to spend what they've been doing in the real world, the work that they've been doing in the real world, to let them spend it in the real world, what they've been doing, in the Web3 marketplace. So really exciting times up ahead. And like I said, if you guys can dream this thing and you guys can, really put it out there and build this all the way out, there's an amazing things that you guys can do. There's also this ad running over here. I'm actually going to have the guy set up the one for us as well. You guys can set up some ads running over here. He has some free ads for whatever project wants to get checked out. You guys can come check out Aquads. I got XPX up here, of course. You guys can come check this out. This is a great place for you guys who are looking for a web developer. You guys are looking for, somebody to do some overall work. This is a good place. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. BP, I appreciate it, fam. I really do. We got 331 people locked in with us right now. So super bullish on this. Don't miss out, man. Yeah, let's go to the main page of Quads, show you guys what's over here. So yeah, they got free ad credit mint funnel. So go check that out. They got the game hub. They got a freelancer hub, Telegram mini app, free marketing plan from our partners and Compound, 3.5% discount on all marketing services. So you guys can check that out right there, man. Pretty easy for you guys to do. Go check that out. Freelancer hub, giving you guys some of that taste of that, some of that Fiverr work, some of that Upwork. And that's going to be obviously a meta that's part of this space, everybody. So, all right, let's keep it moving and grooving. So, let's see. Let's close this out, actually. That was a post we were making. So, markets are definitely, correcting right now. We got ourselves a nice little bounce, $3.7 trillion market cap on the overall, crypto market cap total. Bitcoin's obviously bouncing back. We're seeing a nice little bounce from the overall market. Great time to get it back from your favorite plays. Don't get shooken out of the market. At the end of the day, you guys don't want to be this thing right here. I'm actually going to leave this with this right here. I think this is probably the best video to leave everybody with. And then just enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend. It's Sunday. That's what I'm going to do. Things are happening already. A lot of moving parts are already locked in. So we're just going to turn the gears, shift the gears, make some things happen. But let's listen to this one more time because I need this to sink in before you start fumbling your bag, because you see one correction one time.
You probably know the names of Apple's founders, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, and the current CEO, Tim Cook. But you might not know Ronald Wayne, one of Apple's original founders who sold his 10% stake in the 1970s after just 12 days for $800. Today, those same shares would be worth $100 billion.
Did you have
Ouch.
any doubt that Apple would be a successful company?
None. It was the right product at the right time.
So why did you sell out?
My passion wasn't computers in the first place, it was slot machines.
Slot machines, gambling. Keep playing rug roulette out there. Keep getting wrecked. Let me know how that works out for you.
I also knew that I was standing in the shadow of giants, and as a result, I knew I was never going to have a product of my own to develop.
So
Is he an Apple fan?
I actually talk to him now and then, and he's a little bit on the poor side, so he can't always afford Apple stuff.
Yeah. It said in the article he now collects stamps and sells coins to supplement his Social Security income.
You probably know that.
Don't let that be you. Lock in all the way. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. And if you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me.